Here's 4 traditional exercises made way harder.
Let's go.
Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you 4 different exercises on how to utilize isometric holds. So now, the first one I'm going to break down is a dumbbell chest press. With this dumbbell chest press, I'm going to complete 5 normal repetitions. After the 5 normal repetitions, I'm going to do a 25-second hold at the midpoint of the exercise. Now, after doing that, I'm going to do 5 more repetitions and then do a hold at the end. So all of the exercises that I'm going to be doing, that's how the repetition breakdown is going to consist of. So now I'm going to jump into the first one and demonstrate. So before I start this, I'm going to retract my shoulders, align my spine, and as I said, do 5 repetitions. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now on this 5th one, I'm going to hold it right there. Now, I'm going to show you what not to do in the beginning. So what you don't want to do is let it stretch as far as you can like that. You want to hold it in this isometric hold position where it's just barely off of where the starting point would be. And the reason you're going to do that is because it's going to force a good stretch, but it's also going to keep the blood in your chest. Another thing that's really important while you're doing this is making sure you're breathing throughout this, so that way you're pumping more oxygen to the area to get more blood flow. So that was about 25 seconds. Now I'm going to do 5 more reps. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now this is the second half of the isometric hold. As you can see, my elbows aren't fully hyperextended. My chest is still engaged. I'm still keeping my shoulders locked and loaded. Now, I really have to focus with this one and just feel my chest being squeezed, but I'm also not moving it out of that position. Just like the last one, gonna do a 25-second hold here. Breathe while doing it. Hips are staying retracted. Everything else is staying aligned. Just holding all that pressure on my chest. Alrighty, so that's the first traditional exercise that I wanted to demonstrate. Before I forget, I want to remind you about the pinned comment below. I have a link for a free protein recipe book, and then in addition, with the book, you're also given a free shaker. These are completely free, as I said to you, and great options to give you guidance in regards to just creating those protein shakes. You can try out a couple that you like and give them a go. So now I'm going to transition on to the next exercise. It is going to be an incline row variation. So now, just like before, I'm going to do the same rep tempo where I'm going to do 5 reps, do the isometric hold at the midpoint, and then do 5 more reps and do the isometric hold at the end point. So now with this one, you have to stabilize yourself first. So before I do anything, this isn't the starting point. I'm too relaxed there. So I have to retract my shoulders, keep my hips retract as well, and now I'm gonna start from this point. So now after the 5th one, I'm gonna do a 25-second hold right here. So now while I'm doing this, you really have to make sure squeezing all of your back, hips are still staying retracted, so that way lower back's still engaged, upper back's still engaged. Still got a good squeeze here. Alright, so that was 25. So now, do 5 more reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now this last isometric hold, instead of letting it all the way down, I'm gonna hold it like this. In 25 seconds like this. Keep everything breathing. Make sure all the tension is on your back. specifically squeezing my lats. As you can tell, my arms aren't fully hyperextended. They're still bent a little bit. Keeping a lot of pressure on the ball of my feet so that way I can really squeeze throughout my lats, keep everything all aligned. Alrighty. So next, I want to move on to a traditional bicep exercise with adding in the isometric holds. With this one, it's just a simultaneous curl variation. I like to open up like this just to kind of give more attention to the peak of the bicep. So I'm gonna do 5 reps. Of course, before I start, I'm gonna align my spine, keep everything all straight. 2, make sure my wrists are staying curled and engaged. Keep constant tension on the biceps. Okay, that was 5. So now, after I do the 5th one, do another isometric hold. For this one, I'm gonna do it about 3/4 on the way up. So rather than being all the way up, I keep it at 3/4, so that way I can keep squeezing my biceps. And I'm gonna do this for a 25-second hold. If the tension comes off your biceps, that's usually an indication that you need to curl your wrist a little bit more, or you just need to think about engaging the muscle. Making sure I'm still breathing while doing this. And now I'm gonna do 5 more reps. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then this is where hell comes in. Doing a 25-second hold here. I'm not letting it go all the way down. I'm still staying bent. Hips are still staying retracted. Still breathing. That one's killer. All right, last exercise here of a traditional workout made much more difficult. So now with this last one, we're gonna do a tricep kickback. Standard kickback, just as before, so we're gonna do 5 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now this is where the 25-second hold is going to take place. I like to keep my knee on this leg for stability purposes, because my main focus is, of course, to keep as much pressure on my tricep. Now 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now with this one, instead of letting it go all the way down, this is where the isometric hold is going to be. So it's at like just before the starting point. However, if you're not feeling any tension on your triceps, you know you have to either fix something or move it back a little bit just so you feel that engagement. I cannot stress the importance of breathing through these isometric holds, because it's going to make the oxygen flow to your muscle that much better and more efficient. Hope you enjoyed those exercises with the isometric holds. Really makes things a lot more difficult through the workout. I also want to remind you about the pinned comment below of the 30 protein recipes with the free shaker included. Be sure to check that out. You guys won't be disappointed in that. And Mitchell Spadafore closing out here from the Criticalbench compound. Want to say thank you everyone for watching, and not to forget to like and subscribe for more.